Two people, same salary, same city, same starting money. One of them ends up financially free. The other keeps paying for the rest of their life. And the scary part is, it all comes down to one decision: rent or buy. Everyone has an opinion on this. Your parents say buy. The internet says rent and invest the difference. And now, you don't know who to believe. So let's stop guessing. Jake rents. Marcus buys. Same income, same city, same budget. Both of them think the other guy is making a huge mistake. But here's the truth. Neither of them actually ran the numbers beyond the first month. So we did. Rent increases, mortgage interest, property taxes, maintenance, appreciation, opportunity cost, all of it. And when you lay everything out, one of them is building wealth. The other is silently bleeding it. Let's keep this fair. Jake and Marcus both earn $55,000 a year. They both have $60,000 saved. They want the same thing. A 3-bedroom home, decent neighborhood, close to work. Marcus buys a $300,000 house. He puts 20% down. That's his entire $60,000. Takes a 30-year mortgage at 6.5%. His monthly payment? About $1,517 for principal and interest. Add taxes and insurance. He's paying roughly $1,900 a month. And that's before maintenance. Jake, he rents a similar place for $1,400. No down payment. Instead, he invests his $60,000 into an S&P 500 index fund, earning around 8% annually. He's spending $500 less every month. No mortgage, no property tax, no maintenance stress. And his investments? Growing quietly in the background. On day one, Jake looks like the smartest person in the room. But here's what he doesn't realize. Every dollar Marcus paye is slowly buying him a piece of something. Every dollar Jake paye, gone. Instantly. Jake's rent goes up. 4% increase. $1,400 to $1,456 to $1,514 to $1,575. Small increases, barely noticeable, but every year, it quietly eats more of his income. Marcus? Still paying $1,517. Same number, month after month, year after year, for 30 years. This is what most people miss. Rent is a variable cost that only goes up. A mortgage is a fixed cost that inflation makes cheaper over time. Fast forward. Year 6, Marcus's house is now worth about $347,000. His loan drops to $269,000. That means $78,000 in equity. And here's the twist. He didn't invest $78,000. He invested $60,000, but controls a $300,000 asset. That's leverage, and it's powerful. Jake's investment? Now around $95,000. Solid growth, but no leverage, no multiplier. And his rent? Now creeping past $1,600. By year 10, the gap is clear. By year 20, it's massive. By year 30, it's game over. Marcus finishes his mortgage, owns his home completely. Monthly cost? Maybe $600. Jake? Still paying rent. Now over $3,300 a month. And he'll keep paying it. For life. But let's be fair. Buying isn't always better. If you stay less than 5 years, renting wins. If you live in ultra-expensive cities, renting can make more sense. If you actually invest your savings consistently, you can win as a renter. But here's the reality. Most people don't. Jake thought he was being smart. Marcus thought he was building something. Only one of them looked ahead. Marcus didn't win. Because buying is always better. He won because he locked in a fixed cost. In a world where everything gets more expensive, he used leverage. And every payment moved him closer to a finish line. The real trap isn't renting. The real trap isn't buying. The real trap is this: making a $300,000 decision based on a monthly number without ever asking, what does this cost me over 30 years? Next time your rent increases by 4%, it won't feel like much. But over time, That's the only number that matters. The question isn't rent or buy. The question is, are you building something or just paying to exist? Because one path gives you a finish line. The other charges you forever. There's something else no one talks about. It's not just money. It's psychology. When you rent, every payment feels temporary. You don't paint the walls. You don't upgrade the kitchen. You don't fully settle in. Because deep down, you know this isn't yours. But when you own, everything changes. You think long-term. You invest into your space. You build stability. And that stability, it affects everything. Your focus, your family, your sense of control. Because money isn't just numbers. It's how secure you feel. Waking up every morning. Here's where most renters lose the game. And they don't even realize it. That extra $500 you save every month, it doesn't always get invested. It gets spent. A better phone, more dinners out, a nicer car. Slowly, silently, your lifestyle expands to match your income. This is called lifestyle creep, and it destroys the rent and invest strategy. Because that strategy only works if you have discipline, real discipline, for years. And let's be honest, most people don't invest consistently for 10, 20, 30 years. So what started as a smart decision turns into an expensive habit. Rent is a bill that never ends. A mortgage is a bill with a finish line. And most people choose the one that lasts forever. So the real question isn't, can you afford to buy? It's, can you afford not to?